Hello, my name is Fernando Bender. I am the developer manager at Greenfield. Our software Wild Horses forecasts prices of financial assets like commodities, forex, main stock market indexes, and cryptocurrencies. Today we are going to focus on Bitcoin quoted in United States dollar, the pair BTCUSD. So in this graphic here, we see how our software Wild Horses has framed the prices in channels that best describe its behavior recently in an horizon of 59 weeks, as we can see it here. It is currently in a downtrend, but this trend, as we have pointed out in previous analyses that are available in our YouTube channel, the Bitcoin gave way to its downtrend to a sideway move. And on this move it has consequently breached the channel, but on the sideway, not upway. So, and we expect that it continues so for the coming weeks. Now, in this graphic here, most of you will be the first time following such analysis. The background has horizontal strips. These horizontal strips correspond to the regions where the prices have passed, and its coloring is according to the frequency that the prices remain within those regions, according to this side scale here. So, as we see here, currently the prices are at the top of the most visited region in this horizon of 59 weeks. That does mean that naturally the prices will converge to it and remain on it, meaning if the volume of negotiations of Bitcoin on the week is within average of recent weeks, it tends to remain or to converge to this region. To diverge from it, be it upwards, be it downwards, it will need a strength in volume. What happens is that recently, let's say historically, the volume and the price have moved the same direction, meaning more volume, higher prices, lower volume, lower prices. So, gathering all this, we see that we are at the top of this region. So, to bleach it, we will need a volume of negotiation that exceeds the average. Well, how do we know this? In this inferior bar here, it is colored according to how the volume is relative to the average in the horizon of 59 weeks, according to this scale. So as we see here, each time we had a strong volume on the week, we had an ascension in the price. And later on, in smaller levels, we had it here. Now we are at the top of the region that attracts the price according to our perspective, and we have a volume that is barely enough to reach its top. So we don't believe it's going to bleach it according to what information are available in this plot. So we will look at it with a more short-term perspective, 23 weeks, in this following graphic here. So we see that again in this graphic, the region where the prices have visited most frequently in this 23 weeks horizon, the prices are at its top, and we had a week with a volume greater than the previous one, but not enough to bleach it. As we can see here, similar volumes were able to take us to the top, and once we had this bleaching here, it went back with higher volume, which was against the trend. Higher volume, higher prices, lower volume, lower prices. So, given this, although there is good room for going up, we don't see strength enough in the volume that can drive prices up. And we see as immediate barriers the previous top here in the beginning of September, around just above 7,000, let's say $7,200, and here in the end of July just above $8,000. And this peak here correspond to a future test to the top of this channel. And once this channel is bleached and it continues over it, then we can say that we have an upward trend. Till then, we are in a sideway move. That's the information we gather here. Now we have another perspective over these prices, which is how our software wild horses forecasted price for the week. Now here we are not looking for framing prices in a trajectory given by channels that can give a perspective ahead. Now we want to see the exact value that our algorithm forecasts for the prices in the next Sunday, 30 September, this week now. So, as we see here, the black lines correspond to closing week prices, meaning what was the price of Bitcoin in United States dollar in the Sunday 23 hours 59 minutes, the exact last minute of the week. We disregard any other value of the prices during the week because we apply a methodology which is the same as sample system, discrete time system, digital processing signals. So this is the methodology that we are applying here. This methodology is used also to forecast, for example, weather situations, to prepare and to correct the course of airplanes that have automatic pilots. So, or also control of process and performance of critical power plants or industrial plants. So, similar methodologies based on sampling at a specific periodic rates, then all the information is gathered from these samples alone. It's precisely what we are using here for our forecasting software of asset prices. So, as we see here, this segment coincides in our forecast and the prices, meaning we had a precise value for previous week ending on 16 September, and now 23 September. And now we are forecasting a falling, which is in accordance to our view that we are in the top of the regions in 23 weeks and 59 weeks horizon that attract the prices. So without a volume that justify abandoning it, it will remain within, and because it is on its top, there is a move down. So this is also captured here independently by this algorithm, another of our software, and we are forecasting that the price of Bitcoin in dollars will be 6,388 for this 30 September, and within an interval of admission from 5,800 to 6,900 United States dollar the Bitcoin. As you can see, it is within the region which is just upward the limit, and that support well tested for Bitcoin prices, and to ensure that mining is still viable as a business. Now, the top of this trend, the top of this interval is just below 7,000, and in our previous analysis we have pointed out that to breach the $6,000 region, meaning going to 7,000 and further, it will face some difficulty, and that's represented by this interval here. So what we forecast for this week, a slight decrease in the prices within the regions that we pointed in previous graphics, and as we can see here, from above 5,800, 6,000, and below 7,000. That's our analysis of Bitcoin for this week. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we expect to release our Ethereum analysis. You can follow our channel on YouTube. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.